Hi Cancer, welcome back to the channel. It's me Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Cancer, is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Interesting. Okay, so I think there is some sort of like a realizations from your part here, Cancer, in terms of how different you are with the person that you're dealing with. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? So let's talk about the past. You have the 9 of Wands and you also have the 7 of Wands in upright position. I feel that there's a certain somebody here who you have promise to yourself that you are going to be establishing your boundaries from. Okay, this is the person whom you no longer trust because you have this 9 of Wands. So I feel that this person has either already crossed you, betrayed you, or they're kind of like triggering some red flags from your part, because Cancers are pretty intuitive, right? And you know, I'm a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon, so I kind of like think that some of my intuitions come from my Cancer placement, but Cancers are pretty intuitive in a way that this person somehow, like, it felt off, but you try to dismiss it. But after some facts, after some realities, after some realizations that you've seen and experienced, you're starting to wonder, like, should I trust this individual or not? The 9 of Wands is a card where we're being fatigued, right? Like, I've been on this journey before, I've been on this road before, and I'm not really sure, should I really give it another try? But I feel that you were stronger here with the 7 of Wands. You're trying to establish your boundaries. You created your own safe place. You know, Cancers, you guys are being symbolized by a crab, right? And crabs are usually will go back to their shells once they feel unsafe. And I feel that this was you, because of the lack of trust that you feel towards this person. You were going back to your shells and you were trying as much as you could to protect yourself from this person. Now, and the environment that this person is bringing. Now, what's funny here, Cancer, is this is the recent past, right? They have the Wheel of Fortune and they also have the Knight of Wands in upright position. In the recent past, they have just found that epiphany that, you know what, actually, what is going on between me and Cancer, there is room for it to expand. There's beautiful things here that we could explore together if I were to be braver about it. And they were getting really excited with the thought of that, okay? We're going to clarify in a moment, but I'm getting a sense of, like, they were quite optimistic that you were going to be on board with this, or you guys are going to be on the same page as this. So I think they were not expecting the fact that you guys are no longer in that position, okay? Now, in the present moment, you have the Devil and you also have the 2 of Wands in upright position. I feel that if it hasn't happened already here, Cancer, it might happen like really, really soon, where the temptation to go back to the things that you no longer trust is going to be very big, okay? So I feel that this week in December, in particular, you guys are going to be a bit torn. Do I want to explore what's out there for me, or do I want to go back to this, you know, cycle that I've been? Because it's tempting. It's a big temptation. Now, 2 of Swords and also the Tower from this person's side. There is going to be something here that this person is going to be shocked about. And I think a lot of that has a lot to do with they never expected that you guys are not going to be on the same page as they are. They thought that you were still there. They thought that you're still welcoming. They thought that you're still available. They thought that you're still trusting. They thought that you're still, I'm so sorry, but I just hear this word, gullible. Okay. But the fact that you're actually thinking of escaping this, of actually looking outside and escaping this box that you have been in, is surprising for them. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Knight of Cups and also the Seven of Pentacles. I feel that this person is going to try. This person is going to try. I feel we didn't pull the distant past, okay? But I just feel that this person is finally, you know, doing some sort of things that you used to like. Yeah? They're going to try to talk to you, charm you, convince you, and they're kind of like wanting to wait for, you know, you to go back to who you were before here, Cancer. Okay? Now, in the future, you have the Eight of Pentacles and you also have the Ten of Swords in upright position. I feel that this Ten of Swords is not going to be pain, to be honest with you. Okay? Because I feel that the pain has already passed. It has happened already. But the Ten of Swords in here talks a lot more about acceptance, that radical acceptance, because that's what I see in your challenges here. Radically accepting the fact that you guys are just incompatible. Okay, we're going to clarify now. I'm going to clarify the present moment first. Because when it was great, isn't it? Actually, just, hey, hi guys, something weird just happened. Like the camera just stopped recording all of a sudden, which never happened before. So I don't know what's up. But anyway, let's just continue. Lucky that I actually caught it on time. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is this here, okay? There is going to be a part of you in the next two, so it's either in the next 2 days or in the next 2 weeks, where you're going to feel like, wow, like I actually really miss it. But you don't miss the person. This is something weird, okay, Cancer? I don't think that you're actually missing the person, but you're just missing the rush of the emotions or the feeling when things were great between the both of you. When you felt happy, when you believed in something. You know, that is the kind of thing that you missed. And I feel that that's also one of the things that you've been holding on to. When it was great, when it was good, when it gave you that feel-good moment, okay? And it's going to be pretty tempting. So just so that you know, okay? Just so that you're aware of that. All right, Cancer? Now, from this person's side, Chariot, Three of Wands, and also the Five of Cups in upright position. I don't feel that this person is ready to let you go. Because I feel that this person is trying to strategize their way into like, how can I enter Cancer's life again? How can I convince Cancer to actually trust me again? Because here's the thing, okay, Cancer? This person feels that there is something here that you're still pissed off about them. But that is kind of like a subject that they don't really want to touch. You know what I'm trying to say? They're afraid that if they were to be doing something towards you, you're going to be bringing up something that they are not really willing to talk about, although they know how important it is for you. Yeah? So they know it's important for you, but for some reason, this person just doesn't want to talk about it. Okay? But they know that, so they're just kind of like strategizing their ways. Like, how can I approach Cancer? How do I convince Cancer again without even touching that subject? We're going to clarify in a moment how would they do that, and etc. Okay, let's clarify the Tower from their side here. Life was a movie. Clarify the two ones. You see, this is the the inner conflict that you're having. So you would eventually have to choose your Cancer. What is it that you would like to pursue in life? Do you want to care for yourself a lot more? Do you want to filter the things that you're letting in, or you just want to, you know, because for some reason, Cancer, this fluctuating dynamic is almost like the kind of love that you used to know. Yes, it is passionate, right? When it was great, it was great. And when it was bad, it was really, really bad. It made you feel something. It isn't the kind of love, it isn't the kind of relationship that was like this, just stable, healthy. But it was like boom, 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 boom. And these up and down is what excites you, because it has become the kind of love that you know, the kind of love that you're familiar to. And again, I agree, at some point, because, I've been there before, and actually talked to my best friend about it, where we all have some sort of similarities, where we had this person that we were intensely in love with, and then we ended up with the person that we don't intensely in love with, but it's just safe, secure. I can't afford to lose this person. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of feeling. It's just a different kind of feeling. But all of us had been through that kind of like roller coaster relationship, so that we could compare the differences between the two, where, yeah, this one was intense. Like nothing could ever replace this. No one could ever make me feel like this. But then I have another one that is very stable, that is very secure, that is very healthy, that I would never let this go, because, this person brings the best version of myself. You know what I mean? So I think this is the kind of choices that you would need to face here, in this present moment, where, yeah, it is exciting. Yeah, it is such a roller coaster relationship. And I get it. I've been there. Everybody has been there, that it's so exciting. It's so passionate because of all of this highs and lows. But again, at the end of the day, you're going to have to choose what is best for you in the future moving forward. Now, Cancer, the Tower from their side. They're shocked to see the fact that going towards you doesn't necessarily mean that the dynamic of the past could be repeated again. You know what I mean? Because they wanted it to be as it was when you were nice. But unfortunately, you cannot be in that stage anymore, because right now you're having like a lot of doubts, you're having like a lot of trust issues. So you're going back to your shells here. Now, to some of you, yeah, because, this is a general reading, so people are going to be very, very different. If you're dealing with somebody who has a manipulative tendency, Cancer, this person probably is going to be projecting they're going to be projecting in a way that I think what Cancer is doing right now, by, not trusting me, by, being off, and by being changed like this, is just their ways to manipulate me. So if you're dealing with a manipulative person, and you would know if you're dealing with a manipulative person, this person would actually think that you're actually manipulating them now. Okay? Now let's clarify the future. No matter how. So, Cancer, if you're single and ready to mingle, I feel that there's going to be like a lot of people who is actually going to be interested in you. You're going to see yourself actually being pursued, or being, there's going to be some gestures that these suitors are going to be showing to you. It's probably going to be a Scorpio, a Leo, or a Gemini, or somebody with Venus in Gemini. So it's either going to be a Taurus, or a Cancer, or a Gemini themselves. If you're not single and you're not ready to mingle, this person, This energy has been accumulating or has been developing since Scorpio season. So it was last month, but they have been trying to keep it into themselves. But I feel that eventually at some point, again, as I mentioned earlier, right, like this person is going to try to do something that usually worked on you. That usually worked on you because, like, let's just do it. I cannot afford to lose Cancer, so I'm just going to be doing it. But the problem here, Cancer, is that I feel that with time, you're going to detach yourself even further from this person. You're going to withdraw your emotions even further from this person. And I feel that you guys are going to be focusing a lot more on your sense of safety and security. I feel that you guys are going to be focusing a lot more on your finances, on your career, and on your businesses, and just like the little things that is practical that are important in your life. Okay. And I feel that you're actually also going to be busy networking or being much more social, surrounding yourself with your support system, and just basically have fun with another human being. Those are the things that you guys are going to be focused on in the future. Yeah, this person can't do anything right to you. They can't because so there's a certain subject that this person is trying as much as they could to avoid talking about it. And they wish, for you to stop bringing that out. But you can't let that topic go. You can't let that subject go. And again, as I said, in the future, this person is going to do all things, this person is going to come to your life. This person is going to chase you. This person is going to be offering you like a lot of apologies and a lot of emotional gestures right here. This person is going to start making promises and they're going to be making plans towards you and et cetera and et cetera. But again, there's something here that you cannot let go. There's something here that you're going to be communicating with them. There's something here about, I think in the future, you're going to let all of your bottled up emotions go. Like the pain that you felt, the unhappiness that you felt, and how it has destroyed your belief and your faith in this connection. How you cannot find any sort of safety and security within this connection anymore. I think you guys are going to be communicating it to this person. Because again, eventually at the end of the day, in the future, there is a radical acceptance that you guys are going to be embracing. Radically accepting the fact that, we can't just move past this. You gotta hear me out. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Cancer. Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, and also the Star in upright position. Okay, Cancer. Although you're doing great right now, and you certainly have your trust issues, and you certainly are going back to your shells, and etc. But I feel that there's something here that you have not let go. It's okay if you want to work it out with this person, whatnot, it's okay. But what we don't want here is to do something not based on facts or not based on reality. Okay? Again, I'm a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon. I have like a lot of Cancer friends in my life. When you love somebody, you tend to give either one, background story, or two, refusing to believe that this is them because you believe that they have a kinder side or a nice side about them. So this can be it. It has to be something that I believe in. I'm going to give you an example. This person is, I'm not saying that your person is a cheater, but let's say now this person loves me very much. This person is not a cheater. And then this person cheats. And then you're like, no, this person is not a cheater. Maybe this person is cheating because of this. Or no, I refuse to believe that. eventually this person is not a cheater. This person is going to change. You know what I mean? So universe loves you very much. The divine loves you very much, to a point where anything that you're holding on to that is not based on a stable foundation, or based on a truth, or based on a good solid truth, is going to get shattered. If you want to be with them, it's fine, but accept things as it is. If you know, we are incompatible and now I'm accepting it, then you could move on with healthier choices, right? Like, okay, knowing that we are incompatible, I have choices to make. Either I accept it or I leave at that. Or we make it work it out, but I also need to make sure that if I want to work it out with this person, it means that this person needs to meet me halfway. What if this person doesn't meet me halfway? Work on this connection based on the reality, not what you wanted it to be, not what you... I know the reality is like this, but intuitively, no, honey, trust me. A lot of tarot readers never read for themselves. Why? Because it's so hard to differentiate between our intuitions and our fear, our ego, our desires. Okay? So I have community of tarot readers in Indonesia. That's why, I ask people to read for me and they ask me to read for them as well. Okay? So try as much as you could to see the truth as it is. Okay? And once you do that, Cancer, that is then the right moment for you to strategize. Where do you want to take this truth to? Now you have an accurate compass to guide your journey moving forward. There are people playing basketball downstairs, so it's pretty noisy. But you would have a more accurate compass, so you're not going to get lost. And eventually here, Cancer, what your higher self here wants you to know is that never ever give up your desires, your wish fulfillment for the sake of anybody else. It's not selfish, and it's all right for you to dream big. It's all right for you to dream about having a connection that makes you feel safe and secure. It's realistic and it's fair for you. You're not being selfish. No, you're not. Okay? At the end of the day, your decisions need to be based on you. And how does it align with your... Okay? So I think that is it from reading for you here, Cancer. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. Alright, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.